Hello gamers, this is Si and welcome back to Which Way Games. I thought it's about time to finally reveal my top 10 games that I play every year. I know I teased about it in a previous video, but why do I play these games each and every year? Well, keep watching and you'll find out. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Video games have always been a part of my life and continue to be to this day. And with video games there are some that leave a lasting impression, as well as others outshining other releases that come and go. I play the games in my list every year, and the reason I do this is because it allows me to live the adventures all over again. Enjoying the experience of saving the princess, rescuing friends and stopping evil coming back. So today, like I said, here is my top 10 list of games that I play every year without fail. These are personal to me, so they will be different from yours. Let's do this. Yeah, I thought I would start the list off with probably the most well-known game ever made. Doom is considered one of the granddaddies of first-person shooters. Doom was made by id Software and sees you playing as an unnamed space marine stationed on Mars. After some experimentation with teleporters, one of the moons of Mars disappears. Later it reappears but with a gateway to hell. The creatures of hell have one thing on their minds: complete and utter destruction. It's up to Doom Guy to put a stop to the invasion by any means necessary. If that means using a rocket launcher to blow up the enemies, or even putting a few shotgun rounds into some imps, then so be it. The fast-paced action of Doom will keep you on your toes, and the music will keep you pumped as you fight your way through the game's many levels. Will you play it on Nightmare mode? Kept you waiting, huh? For some gamers out there, these 4 words are a staple of the Metal Gear series. And speaking of Metal Gear, the next game on the list is Metal Gear Solid. From the brain of Hideo Kojima, players are in for a treat. This action-adventure stealth game has you playing as Solid Snake, a soldier who infiltrates a nuclear weapons facility to stop a terrorist threat from Renegade Special Forces unit known as Foxhound. With stealth being such a big factor of the game, players will have to do what they can to make sure Snake isn't detected. An on-screen radar provides nearby enemy fields of vision, which can help, but for those truly hardcore gamers you have the option to turn this off. Once detected, Snake has the chance to hide and wait for the enemies to give up their search. But if found, Snake will have to shoot his way out of danger. With plenty of weapons and gadgets to hand, Snake is more than capable of being a one-man army. But be prepared for long cutscenes via codec in this story-driven adventure of espionage with plenty of boss encounters, each different from the last. What kind of top 10 list would I have if I was missing the Italian plumber? From the powerhouse known as Nintendo, this was Mario's first outing into the world of 3D. As Mario, you receive a letter from Princess Peach inviting him to come to the castle for a cake she baked him. Of course, with all princesses, she gets kidnapped by Bowser, who has invaded the castle and now holds Princess Peach captive. All the game stages are accessed by the many paintings that hang on the walls of the castle. You will have to explore the castle to find the paintings and then track down the 120 stars that Bowser is using to keep control of the castle. Mario 64 certainly pushed the way forward into how a game character can be moved in 360 degrees. Who knew how athletic, festively plump plumber can be, as Mario will flip and somersault his way through the game. All that trouble for saving Princess Peach and all Mario gets is a kiss as well as the cake she baked for him? It better be a good one. Some of you might know that I'm a huge fan of Sonic, and the original games are by far the best in the series. Sega have done well to recapture the charm that the originals had, but I couldn't choose which one to play, as I play them all. So next on the list is the original Sonic games for the Mega Drive. You play as Sonic the Hedgehog, otherwise known as the fastest thing alive. It's up to you to save Mobius from Dr. Robotnik as he's turning all the animals into badniks. As Sonic, you must travel through the many zones collecting rings, power-ups and the infamous Chaos Emeralds. Along the way, Sonic will be accompanied by a two-tailed fox named Tails and eventually an echidna called Knuckles. With the emphasis being on speed and platforming, you'll have to have your wits about you, as a wrong move can lead to losing your rings or even worse, death. With an amazing soundtrack over all 4 games, these will be in your head for days, months and even years after hearing them. Green Hill Zone, Chemical Zone, Sky Sanctuary Zone, which is your favourite? It's time to power up and turn Super Saiyan. I love Dragon Ball, as you might know, and I chose Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 over the others in the series. The controls feel perfect and the chance to play as 100 characters and 136 forms is mind-boggling. Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had more character forms but just didn't have the same charm as the second. This fast-paced fighting game would certainly be responsible for many controllers being broken. Being able to fly around the world map of Dragon Ball in search for the next battle. Lifelong fans of Dragon Ball get to play the escapades of the Z Fighters, starting the Saiyan saga, working its way through into the Buu saga as well as GT, and some what-if scenarios. The chance to customise your fighter is always a nice touch, and if done correctly you can dominate the opposition. I can't wait for the next Dragon Ball game. But in the meantime, let's go on an adventure to find the 7 Dragon Balls. This cute platform action adventure has always been a favourite of mine. Playing very similar to Mario 64, Mystical Ninja has you play as a blue-haired ninja called Goemon. It's up to him and his 3 friends, Ibsumaru, Yae and Sasuke, to save Japan from being turned into a musical stage from the Peach Mountain Shoguns gang using laser technology. The music and combined charm of the game will make anime fans feel right at home, although I'm sure seeing Ibsumaru in nothing but a thong might scar some. The humour will certainly make most people laugh, just take one thing into account when playing. Have an open mind and expect the bizarre to happen at any moment. Especially when given the chance to have a giant robot battle and the ability to summon a dragon that will take over Japan. Each of Goemon's friends all have their own traits and skills, and being Japan, Mount Fuji makes an appearance, although I swear it was bigger. From the team that brought you Eco, Shadow of the Colossus is a simple yet beautiful looking game. You play as Wanda, a young man on a mission to bring back a young girl called Mono from the dead. With his horse Aggro and a magical sword, Wanda speaks with an unknown voice who tells him to hunt the Colossi that inhabit this forbidden land. Aggro certainly is one companion to have, very much like Epona from the Legend of Zelda series. Once all the Colossi are hunted, only then will Wanda have the power to bring back Mono. The Colossi are all unique and come in a variety of sizes, some the size of a small beast while others as big as a mountain. Each Colossi will test you, as your only way of attack is by climbing on them to the weak spot, but it's not going to be easy. The magical sword shows you where the next Colossi resides, but it also shows their weak spots. Just make sure sunlight can reflect off the sword. Little bit of an Easter egg for you. Throughout the game, keep an eye on Wanda's appearance. You've been warned. When it comes to RPG games, Square are probably known as the kings of the genre. Throwing out great games such as Final Fantasy, it's no wonder that Chrono Trigger has been deemed a masterpiece and leaving players wanting more. Being set in AD 1000, Chrono and Marla watch their friend Luca demonstrate a new teleporter developed by her father. What follows is an adventure through time in this Earth-like world with eras such as prehistoric, Middle Ages and a post-apocalyptic future where humans and sentient robots struggle for survival. Eventually, Chrono will acquire the epoch that allows him to move freely through time. Each time a new adventure begins, the decisions made will determine the ending you receive. Having 13 different endings and 6 playable characters, Chrono Trigger certainly has replayability value. The beautiful music adds to the atmosphere of the game, especially the corridors of time which you can hear now. Do you have what it takes to defeat Lavos? Once again, Dracula has risen from his grave and is now up to Simon Belmont to defeat him. This classic platformer for the Super Nintendo is perhaps one of the top titles within the Castlevania series. With its responsive controls, great level design and fantastic music, Dracula will soon be back in his grave in no time. Speaking of the music, the track Bloody Tears is one of my favourite. Known for pushing the Super Nintendo with its Mode 7 graphics, Super Castlevania IV is a joy to play. The increasing difficulty level will make you feel like you really are Simon Belmont. Expect to die time and time again, especially when you are flung backwards when attacked. Pretty much a staple of the series. Not only does Simon use his whip, he has the chance to collect many items that aid him in his journey to defeat Dracula. Seems having the name of Simon makes you a hero. Oh, and one more thing, get the knife. Considered as one of the best games ever made, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is an adventure to remember. And what can you expect from the powerhouse that is Nintendo? With its precise gameplay, fantastic level design and replayability factor, I can see why this game brings me back time and time again. Playing as the legendary hero of time, Link must save Princess Zelda and Hyrule from the evil clutches of Ganondorf. Exploring the world of Hyrule for the legendary blade that can defeat evil, Link will be accompanied by the fairy Navi and given many tasks by the residents of the different domains he visits. These will include searching for the spiritual stones that open the door of time, befriending one of his loyal companions and becoming the keeper of the Ocarina of Time, as well as many more. Utilising items and weapons throughout the game, Link will have to overcome many puzzles and dungeons. Once the Master Sword is found, he'll use the power to travel back and forth through time, awakening the 7 sages before the final showdown with the evil Gerudo King, Ganondorf. Ocarina of Time gives the impression of a living and breathing world with its wide open areas, weather effects and beautiful music. Considered as the most crucial game within the Zelda timeline, it lays a foundation for all the games that follow it. It's easy to see why this game is always in top 10s for gaming. So there is my list of games that I play every year, and each game will have their own video made in the future, but for now I hope you're inspired to check these games out for yourselves. Each and every game has a special meaning to me, but I'd love to know what games make your list. Being able to experience adventure time and time again doesn't get old. It's been fun making this video, and I'm going to see what games will make it into the top 10 games I think are the greatest of all time. You'll have to wait for that video, so thank you for watching and see you next game.